talk a little bit about one of my favorite traffic sources, which is CPV. You know, you guys follow me for any time at all. You know that I do a lot with CPV, and I really like CPV traffic. In case you don't know, it stands for cost per view, also known as PPV, pay per view. That's the term that my mentor Go Hershaj coined, and that's who I actually learned about CPV from. But just a couple of you know, tips. I mean, the first thing is that, you know, if you want to get a lot of volume from CPV, you know, it takes a lot of targets. Okay, and targets can be keywords or URLs. But when you first start, I mean, it really depends on your budget. I mean, if you're balling on a budget, you know, then you don't want to overdo the targets right off the bat. You want to definitely get some stuff that converts, but you know, but if you are going for like a really wide market, something like auto insurance or you know, weight loss, stuff like that, you know, then you know, you might want to start a little bit wider. But you know, how do you get a ton of targets? I mean, there's a lot of tools. The main thing you're gonna need is a URL scraper, and you know, a tool that I use a lot is one of my partners developed, John Sugar, which is the Rockstar Power Suite. And in there, you can basically set up your CPV campaign, and you can type in a keyword. Well, the first thing you need is a base keyword list. Okay, so you need a keyword list of about what your you know, campaign is going to be about. Okay, so get at least like the top, I was like 20 keywords that describe your, you know, your niche or your offer, and then from there you can plug them into either, you know, a URL scraper of your choice, or you can use the Rockstar Power Suite, which is what I use, and then you can generate a list of URLs. And basically what the scraper does is it just basically like brings up the search results. So say if you Googled whatever one of those keywords are, and then it just like basically scrapes all the individual URLs that show up there, so the search results and the paid results, and then it puts them you know, in a file. So that's that. So you know, and so you want to go through, you know, all your keywords. You know, make the keyword list first, and then you can use those to generate URL lists. Another thing you can do is just use keyword tools to generate keyword lists. Again, you can use the Rockstar Power Suite for that. You can use Word Tracker. I use Word Tracker and the Rockstar Power Suite for those tasks. And I, you know, use keywords as well. You know, a lot of people don't use keywords for CPV. I typically find myself in a situation where I want as much traffic as possible. And once I have something that converts, a page that converts, a funnel that converts, I want as much traffic as possible. So I definitely utilize keywords as well, and I would urge you to do the same. Now, one other, you know, really good thing about the Rockstar Power Suite that I like a lot is the fact that it will scrape YouTube for you. Okay, so again, you put in your same keyword list, and it'll scrape YouTube for a list of videos that deal with that topic. And as you know, YouTube is like the #1 or #2, you know, most traffic site now. So either YouTube, Google, and Facebook. I think Facebook is #1, Google 2, YouTube 3, or somewhere in that neighborhood. But anyway, I mean, everybody knows that, you know, YouTube gets a ton of traffic. And if you think about it, if you look at some of these videos that have like, you know, 10 million views, 20 million views, you know, if you use that as a target, you know, then that's, you know, could add it to be an appreciable amount of traffic. And so depending on your offer, depending on, you know, what the video is about, you know, you may be able to get something to convert there. So don't overlook YouTube as YouTube videos as targets. And so you got that. And the other thing that that John's tool does that I like a lot, the Rockstar Power Suite, is the fact that it will build search query URLs as well. So for example, now here's kind of, you know, a ninja tactic, because like a lot of times certain keywords will be pretty expensive. Like say for instance, the keyword, let's just take a simple example, auto insurance. Okay, if you just type in the keyword auto insurance and use that as a target, then chances are the views are going to be pretty expensive. But if you Googled auto insurance, and then you can actually bid on the actual search query. So what that, like the google.com !, keyword, whatever that query string is, you can bid on that, and it's a tighter match. And depending on the CPV network, you can probably get that same traffic for a lot cheaper, because not too many other people are probably bidding on that exact URL. And so you can get these really expensive terms for a lot cheaper than you could just bidding on them by themselves. So that's a little trick for you, and John's tool does that automatically. Not only does it build them for Google, it builds them for Bing and for Yahoo as well. And the other thing it does is it will just build a custom query, so if there's something else, if there's another search engine or something else, say like, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but like the second most popular search engine behind Google is YouTube. Okay, so it can build YouTube search queries. It can build whatever kind of search queries you want. And think about this. And this is just an example of something that you can do. Like, let's take Facebook fan pages, for example. Like now, the fan page, it's like facebook.com/whatever. So if you want to target a certain type of fan page, like say like for a certain, let's use insurance again. I'm sure all the major insurance companies have fan pages. So therefore, it might be something where you can actually use his query builder to generate a list of Facebook fan pages. And so and the list goes on. I mean, that's just an idea I had. But you can be creative, but you can, there's a lot of targets that you can build, using that query builder. So again, those are a few tips that you can use to build, huge target lists, and really, and really good and still targeted target lists. And a lot of those you can use for, use a Rockstar Power Suite software as well. And one other thing too, this is another kind of technique that I've had a lot of success with. And again, you gotta understand, okay, this stuff is not for everybody. I mean, this is like massive traffic generation. But if you're trying to generate massive traffic with CPV, then this might be some of the stuff that you need to do. Another thing you can do is get a membership to SpyFu or Keyword Spy. Matter of fact, you can go to superfillerrockstar.com/SpyFu or superfillerrockstar.com/Keyword Spy. I think I'm gonna affiliate for both of them. And you can basically pull PPC keyword lists for different advertisers. So say for example, again, if it's some type of an auto insurance thing you're doing, then you can pull a keyword list of one of these companies that's advertising on Google Auto Insurance. They might have 20,000 keywords. So you can pull their whole keyword list off, and then that keyword list can be a target list for CPV. Probably wouldn't necessarily recommend it to be your exact PPC list, especially for something as expensive as auto insurance, but but for something else, but for CPV, bid low on everything. You can start off bidding low. You can definitely generate a lot of traffic like that, and that's a way that you can generate really huge target lists fast. So hope that helps. If you guys, again, I highly recommend people use CPV traffic, especially as beginners or if you're on low budget. I definitely think it's a good place to start. So have at it. But just remember, if you're going to go big, you got to go big. Okay, so big traffic equals big target lists or targets with big traffic. So big broad target. So that's it. Thanks. Peace.